things to keep in mind, too, as the fans are watching tonight with this preseason game. We're seeing the starters out there right now, but as the game gets going, the second half goes along, keep in mind that Brett Brown is going to give some other guys some minutes as we get off here for opening tip. But as we look at this right here, Alla, and you see Al Horford on the floor for the first time, Josh Richardson, what is the first thing that comes to your mind as Ben Simmons goes straight to the hoop there for a beautiful basket?
Well, when you look at the lineup, and imagine if you're...
And the first thing that comes to mind is just how huge this Sixers team is. And when you think about that, Alla, in terms of spacing, oh, Al Horford right there who knocks down a three-pointer. No problem there for Al Horford. We're going to have some fun this year. To be better defensively. By the way, love seeing that from Josh Richardson. A lot more of that to come. But what are you hoping for from Tobias Harris?
I want to go back 25 years to the way that was played, but he posted up, got some advantages, and put shooters around him. Has a nice little backdoor cut to Tobias for an easy two.
Well, the 76ers are having no...
He's been a guy who's appreciative of his surroundings and what he's been able to do. Good defense. That's the third time the 76ers have picked up full court. Right now, the Loon Lions having a hard time dealing with it.
Speaking of good defense, if you have not heard and you're watching out there, just keep your eyes on Matisse Thybulle. You know that they blow on defense as well.
Well, the Sixers so active on that exchange. Horford's coming up with the tip and the steal.
Matisse Thybulle. I got to tell you, this kid is a rookie.
Pass first kind of guy, drives in and gets it inside. The key with him is staying healthy. Missed almost half of the games as Tebow knocks down a perimeter jump shot. And then Trey Burke, known as a scorer, but
this summer had to have been the Nerf battles. If you had to see, you did some Nerf battles with some kids, and the young kids were ganging up on him.
Ruthless. Got a great sense of humor, does Mr. Because at times when teams want to get physical, start pushing people around, you bring in Kyle O'Quinn. That's his sweet spot. That's what he likes to do.
I liked him ever since he's with the Magic. They can't be ready.
I think his IQ, too, gets him through, don't you think?
Yeah, it is.
You know, the times when his body, Sixers out and running, aren't they?
Gotta love them out and running. But Mark, I've heard that you've got to run. I know you got to get to the studio. He had said on Media Day, Alla, was that he felt like he was too worried last year, right on cue, by the way, about what people were saying and what was going on around him. Said
and what people say, whether it be me, you, and Mark, or anybody else, Philadelphia media, national media, that stuff doesn't matter. None of us have to walk in your shoes, whether you're Ben or JoJo. Both guys with consecutive trips down the floor scoring, Ben and now Joel. You've got to be able to...
And you hear so much about him being a gym rat, and we're talking a lot about Ben Simmons because there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah, there is.
Right?
He's so important.
He is, and talking so much about him being an absolute gym rat, Tobias Harris, working out with him. Okay, Josh. Okay.
Got a 4-point play there, potentially.
Already in him.
Pulling it out right now, resetting. They want him to shoot it.
And he does. Ben Simmons shoots the three. The fans want it. They're asking for it. And Ben Simmons is giving it to him. Joel Embiid comes onto the court and gives him a big hug. That has got to feel good. Let's take a look at it again, shall we? Okay. Fans are on their feet. Let me give them what they want.
If I'm Ben, I'm saying, what's all the fuss about? This is what I do now. Leave me open. I'm going to make you pay.
Money in the bank. I've been working on that all summer long. Let me show it to you, Ben Simmons. Coming up at the half, we've got in studio Amy Fadul and Mark that are on the Sixers.
I think his problem, like a lot of old school bigs, is that he's a back to the basket guy, and now bigs play out on the perimeter. Case in point, Al Horford knocking down that shot. So I think perhaps Nicholson has had to adjust a little bit. Watching him in the pregame, he has now incorporated a long-range shot.
He is, and talking so much about him being an absolute gym rat, Tobias Harris, working out with him. Okay, Josh. Okay.
Got a 4-point play there, potentially. Here's the pass. Swings it from Al Horford to Jason in the corner. Should say Josh, excuse me. Get used to seeing that sight, folks.
We have seen quite a few corner threes already. Obviously, this is preseason. First is Brett Brown has also said that Ben Simmons is not going to just be in that dunker spot to start the year like we saw him so much, and that was so much talked about last season, that things are going to be different this year, and that should, hello, right on cue.
And moving off the ball. I think that's what Brett Brown is talking about, what you're alluding to, is there were times when they would kind of freeze. You could always move without the basketball. That time, the corner defender napping, Ben taking full advantage.
All with moving without the basketball, off ball.
Oh!
Okay, Josh Richardson, there he is, a one-handed dunk. That was just too easy.
I expect, and it's probably unfair to him, but I expect a lot out of this young guy because of not only what was a great addition. This is a new look Sixers team. Raul Neto in the game as well.
Along with Jonah Bolden. And when we see some of these guys, we can talk about they were given away.
It was.
Remember that?
The college Letterman's jacket.
I might have popped one of those.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, sticky fingers. I saw you.
You're not supposed to tell on me live on TV.
It's late now. I think the statute of limitations is over now. They can't charge you.
Oh, is that how it looks?
Take a look at the back.
He's ready to do it.
Well, that's how he plays, too. I mean, he's already got himself the typical offensive rebound as Tebow hits another jump shot. And it's giving you that hustle, that hard work defensively, and then when the opportunity presents it,
Put a smile on your face.
it kind of gives you a second look and you say, am I asking the right team's coach here? Usually the 76ers coach has a laundry list of injuries to discuss, not this year for Brett Brown.
So what have you liked so far, Olive, from Neto specifically?
Well, it's funny you say that. I was just
Zaire Smith just had such a rough rookie year between whether it was injuries to start the season, then terrible allergic reactions. And look, he is back now, and he said that he's stronger than ever. So it'll be
for you to get by playing that dirty junkyard basketball. There it is again. It's not pretty, but it's effective. Running down on the floor right now, feeling pretty good about your offense, which hopefully will lead to good D. This is what I expect of you and of you. So moving forward, as Mr. Shayak knocks down the jumper, moving forward, you have no excuses for not fulfilling your role.
Back this year, because one of the things that he said is that, look, honestly, it feels like I'm a rookie all over again. And by the way, Shayak hitting another three-pointer there. We know that he can shoot, and he's proven it.
Yeah, and he's spacing the floor. Good job by his teammates.
And he said that they have kind of had a committee with a nice little alley-oop pass there from Raul Neto over to Zaire Smith. They have a committee of sorts that has been kind of created to help with this.
Talked about it. How are you going to get minutes? You're going to hustle, defense and rebounding, and then all the other offensive stuff, that's gravy. And if you can make...
You know, one of the things that I liked that Al Horford has said at some point over the course of the past couple of weeks is that the good thing about this group is that we're versatile, that he doesn't think they're going to be one.
And Valley Vipers, they won the D-League championship. Look at Nick Nurse now. He's got himself an NBA championship, too.
Look at him now. And the Philadelphia 76ers are going to come away with this one, 144-86 against the Guangzhou Long Lions. Ben Simmons, you see him there. Great job from him tonight, initiating that offense, knocking down the three-pointer. It's been a great night here. Now, don't go anywhere because we are going to come back with a few more thoughts to wrap things up. So stay tuned right here on NBC Sports Philadelphia.